You know, about 25 years ago, I found myself at Christmas time at one of the clinics that I started. I had 35 employees. We're all sitting together. I gathered them all together halfway through the day, and I had, without them knowing, scheduled the front desk to have no more patients at the end of the day. So they all got together. They thought we were going to sit down and have an office meeting. So what I did is I wanted to reward them. I wanted to give them a Christmas bonus. They were a great team of people producing magical results, and I got them all together. They were wondering why I got them together, and I had passed out 35 envelopes, and in each envelope I put $200 of $1 bills. Now that's a very thick envelope times 35. So all these people got envelopes. They were sealed, and what they got on the envelope was just a big question mark. And they all sat there, and I said, do not open the envelopes yet. As they were sitting there, I said, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. You got the rest of the day off with pay. And what I want you to know is that there's money in this envelope. And they all got excited at first. They all went, oh my, maybe this is the Christmas bonus. I said, go ahead and open up your envelopes. And you got to understand, they opened up these envelopes and they saw $201 bills in each one. And then I gave them the following piece of information. I said, I want you to know how grateful I am of the service you provided beyond the call of duty this last year. However, the money in this envelope does not belong to you. It's not yours. Now, as I noticed, as I scanned out and looked in the audience, they kind of like looked, oh, a little disappointed. I said, however, what we're going to do is I want you to take this envelope full of money, and I want you to meet me at the mall, which was about 2 miles away. And I want you to meet me at the food court in the mall, and you have 30 minutes to get there. Now they were wondering, what is going on? I said, so go. So they got in their cars. I met them at the food court at the mall, and they had their envelopes with them. We sat down. I said, okay, everybody together? 35 people with their envelopes looking at me wondering, what is going on? I said, now I told you back at the office that the money in this envelope does not belong to you. But what you buy with it does. So what you can do is you've got literally 1 hour to go anywhere in this mall and spend all of the money, and you need to buy yourself a gift. Not for anyone else, but you need to buy yourself and spend all the money on yourself. And whatever you don't spend, you need to give it back to me. Now they were sitting out there, and I never forget the expressions on their face. They were looking at me like, okay, wow. And so I said, ready, begin. Now you gotta understand, I had a ball watching these people running from store to store, buying stuff, little things, big things, over and over and over again. And then they came back within 1 hour, and I said, okay, everybody, bring all your stuff back. And one by one, they got to stand up, and I had them share with each other the things they bought for themselves. There was giggling, there was laughter, there was fun things. There were people who were starting to tear up and say, I would have never got this for myself. I would have taken this money and spent it on bills, or I would have bought Christmas presents for other people. So I motivated them to do something for themselves. And it wasn't the cash, it was what the cash brought them. I don't believe that cash should be the greatest bonus. Now I know you've heard money talks, but the heart sings. And I want people to sing. I want people to get the value of that. And you know, money, let's face it, is nothing but a vehicle and an instrument. It's the feeling we get when we spend the money is what I was looking for. That's lasting. Now that was the first half of the bonus, is I want them to feel acknowledged and do something. And in the process of getting the reward and the thank you from me, I want them to have a memory that they could hold on to. But the second half of the bonus that day was really more important. Because I said, now that we're done, I want you to come back to the office because I have a gift for you. And one by one, they all came back to the office before we had our big Christmas dinner. And at the office, I had a family waiting for us. You see, I had a relationship with the fire department back in those days. And I always asked the fire department, find me the neediest family you could find. And they did. And this one year, we had this mother who had 4 children. She could barely pay the electric light bill. She had no Christmas tree and no availability to purchase or anything for their children for Christmas time. And I told this lady to please show up at our office, bring your children. I said, we have something for you. She was waiting there for us when all the staff came back after this wonderful experience we had back at the mall. We all sat down, and as this person came in, I pulled this woman in front of the room with her 4 kids. And everybody had chipped in ahead of time, and I matched the staff, whatever they chipped in. I told them we're going to have this money go to a needy family. What I didn't tell them was that the needy family was actually going to show up. And so when they were standing there in front of us, I had a friend of mine bring a Christmas tree. And we had over $200 worth of Christmas presents that we had for the children. And a gift certificate, and we paid for 3 months, literally, the PG&E electric bill for this woman's home. Now, I got to tell you, the amount of tears that were shed that day was phenomenal. It was absolutely beautiful. People got to have this sense of giving. They completely forgot about the bonuses they just got because they had an experience of watching the value and the power of giving to another human being at a time of the year when we stop for a moment and acknowledge the power of service and giving and care and love. This woman, we also gave her 1 full year of care for her family, for her children, of dental care for free. And I gotta tell you, who had the best time that day? Yeah, me. I had so much fun that 25 years later I wanted to share that with you. So how do you reward your team? How do you say thank you to the people that make it possible for you to go out into the world, whether it's in business or in any endeavor you're in? You'd be surprised the power of acknowledgement and thank you when you look them in the eye. Look, there were times when our company wasn't always doing so well financially, but just a thank you. I would always try to wake up every day and say, what can I look at today, and pick one person, go up to them, look them in the eye and say, I really want to thank you. You made my day when you said this thing to that patient, or you carried this problem and solved it without me having to do anything. The power of acknowledgement and gratitude and appreciation goes forever. The power of $1 goes for a minute. Go forward and reward your team. Do it from your heart, and they will remember that forever, as I did 25 years later. And so it is. If you like this video and other ones like it, please share it and go out and make a difference.